Now tell me, a family where the father and mother are not speaking in English. You take a place like my place, Tiruvallur. Nearly 40 to 50% of the parents will not know to speak English at all. In that family, how do you encourage a child to? Because the moment the child goes back to home, either they'll be speaking in Telugu or in Tamil or maybe in some other language. Vis-a-vis another students, they go to their house. Their parents can speak in English, whether they do it or not, but they have the environment, ambience. In a family where the parents cannot speak in English, how do you try to help the child?
Well, that's a very good question. But now, then they become first generation learners of the language. These children, they become the first generation learners of the language. It doesn't matter if they don't speak English at home. See, for example, my grandfather had parents who never spoke English at home. But my grandfather turned out to be an excellent district judge. How did he become? The fervor to learn, the fervor to go up the ladder, and to take up new things as a new experience. Children will. Psychology plays a vital role here, and the teacher has to constantly tell the children, you will do it. Don't worry, you will do it. And when the parents come to meet on an open day or whatever, the teachers have to tell the parents not to worry about it. Because they come with a problem saying, Madam, நாங்க இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறதே இல்ல, நிறைய பேர் சொல்றாங்க நாங்க இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறோம், எங்களுக்கு தெரியாது மேடம். பரவாயில்ல சார், பரவாயில்ல, குழந்தை புரிஞ்சுப்பன், நாங்க பாத்துக்கிறோம்னு அந்த அஷூரன்ஸ் டீச்சர்ஸ் கொடுத்தாகணும். Because majority part of the day, the children are with their teachers. They go back home, they have something to eat, they play, they do their homework and sleep. Parents have a very little time to spend with the children on weekdays. Teachers have more time.
I see in our biodata, fun with the grammar is an activity-based area, gives scope to go beyond the classrooms and this orientation curriculum too. Now, what is that fun with language? What is that work you do?
Well, I used to take them under the tree in Padma Shishadri. I used to take my 7th standard, 6th standard children in their grammar class under the tree and give them placards. Okay, for example, you have the word slow and the adverb for slow, slowly. I punch up a whole lot of the adjectives in one side, lot of adverbs in the other side. Give each child one adjective and another child another adverb. The first adjectives are piled up in one end. They call out, each one calls out. Slow, and slowly has to come out and stand next to him. They've learned the adverb. Adverb of manner.
Okay. So,
they've learned the adverb of manner. Likewise, the tenses.
Okay.
Tenses also. Basic simple present, basic simple past, sit, sat, or whatever. Again, done as matching game.
Okay. So
I used to make the I used to make the board game also. The board game in cardboard. We didn't have computer then. I used to write it out in my hand and I used to make them match it. So this way, the concept is clear, understanding, and they do not worry about the terminologies. For me, I had a godmother in Mrs. YGP who used to tell me, don't use terminologies to children, don't bind them with terminology. So I have never told them an adverb is a word that modifies a verb. By and by, they come to know that verb and adverb are related.
Okay. So I pick up the word slow, you have the word slowly, then we stand next to each other, so we understand slowly. This is wonderful.
Yes.
You mentioned that storytelling.
Yes.
What is it? How do you go about it?
Yeah, children love stories. Children really love stories, like instance, if it's something very a large topic where the children have to have rapt attention, we can take a break. We can divide the topic into various units and take a break and go for a story. Okay. Geography once, there was a topic related, which I did in the 4th standard, rainbow. And then the children said, how did the rainbow get the colors? So went into the scientific part of it, like it was the work of the droplets of rain and the sun, which made the color on the sky. And then to make it really fun, I told them there was one little girl who went to a bunch of violet flowers, purple flowers, and she asked them, "What did you do to make the rainbow?" So the flowers said, "I sent the violet color to the sky."
Mm.
The girl went and saw the indigo flower somewhere in the garden. And she asked, "You do anything for the rainbow?" "Yes, of course." I said, "Mine is the second color in the rainbow. Can't you see it? Violet, indigo." Then she went to the sea, looked at the sea and blue sea. And she said, "What did you do?" "I sent drops of my blue color up the sky. And that was my third color." Then she went to the green fields and she said, "What did you all do?" "We sprayed green onto the sky and there it became green." And then she was looking around and she looked up and saw the yellow sunset. She asked the sunset, "What did you do?" He said, I sprayed the yellow on the rainbow." And then she saw grandma carrying an orange. She asked grandma, "Can I talk to the orange?" Grandma gave it to her. The orange said, "I too sent my orange color to the rainbow." And then she saw some roses. The roses said, "I am proud. I sent the red color to the rainbow." Just to create, enthuse them for association of ideas. In storytelling, association of ideas is very, very important because children will be able to associate and they will never get bogged down only with concept and fact. Their imagination will run riot.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Okay. My mentor is also Dr. Mrs. Vajipayee when she helped our kids to grow.
Yes, universal mentor.
Universal mentor. I used to wonder how is that the PhD students speak such good English. Now we are able to understand why and how they were able to speak. Now you are revealing a secret how you trained them to speak in English.
Actually, the time I joined, we had a very mixed group of children from different societies, different spheres, because at that time they wanted admission. So they didn't be very selective. They had children of, first generation learners, children who didn't have, the comfort of getting education at home. All those kind of children we had. But it was the hard work was a challenge. And I enjoyed the challenge every bit.
I'm sure.
That hard work was a challenge.
I'm sure.
Yes.
I find there is a very interesting mention, conducting teacher training workshop in creative classroom teaching and communicative English. What is it, creative classroom teaching, madam?
Yes, just like I said, this grammar, I told you the grammar topic which I mentioned. And also using cardboard puppets. Cardboard puppets and finger puppets. Drum puppets and really act. I used to set the stage and do the acting, mono acting for the children and then bring them, if I needed 5 characters, I bring them forward and 5 of them used to enact whatever I had enacted alone. And then they understand the topic.
Wonderful.
Not very difficult.
Wonderful. 2 more areas I want to ask you. One is conducting summer programs for students in personality development. What are the contents you cover in the summer program for personality development?
Personality development, actually, I did it twice at Bombay. When I was at Bombay, the Gujarati and children and the Sindhi children, they didn't have a very good, the kind of app environment at home for them to be to groom up and all that. So they came and asked me. So they wanted mainly communicating in English and then etiquette in a society. Then if there is a prayer meeting in the house, how they have to conduct themselves, and then going to a family wedding, how they have to conduct themselves. All this is bringing in culture, heritage, and communication together. It was about a 1-hour program that I had for about 3 days. 1 + 1 + 1.
Very good.
In all, miscellaneous.